All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Akakwadash. All right, that's all praises to the Most High in the name of the Son. Okay, the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who is the deliverer of the children of Israel. Okay, because first, and give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. But I just wanted to say that the Lord scattered Israel pursuant to the curses that Moses spoke of in the book of Deuteronomy. Okay, and it's also mentioned, okay, throughout the scriptures that Israel is scattered. Okay, so Israel is amongst all the nations. The scriptures talk about Israel being the sand of the sea, as the sand of the sea. So the Lord have scattered us pursuant to the Lord's word. Okay, and the Lord is going to gather us. So that's the topic of this video. Okay, the scattering and the gathering. Okay, and as you can see on the screen, I'll read this scripture, this precept, because I did a video yesterday, but I can't find it on my camera that I did it on. But I started off with the scripture in Joel 3:7, but I'm gonna read Joel 3:6, and I'm gonna read into 7. It says, "The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, okay, that ye might remove them far from their border." Now our border is the land of Israel, okay, and we were sold into captivity. Okay, there was a persecution by the Romans, and you had a bulk of Israelites, okay, that was sold into slavery, okay, by the Romans. That's in the book of that happened on Titus and Vespasian, going back to 70 AD, the Roman Jewish wars. Okay, or they call it basically is the war between Rome, the Romans, and Judah. Okay, because the children of Israel revolted against the Romans. Okay, you had a lot of zealots back then, but you had a lot of our people. They went into captivity under the Roman markets, and then you had a bulk of them that fled into the interiors of Africa, where they dwelt until they were picked up off the west coasts of Africa and brought over here in cargo slave ships. Okay, that's the history that Esau Edom doesn't want you to know about. But it says, "The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders." And you also had the northern kingdom, okay, the Indians, okay, what you call them, indigenous of North, South, and Central America. They were brought over, okay, in ships too, to Europe. All right, and Israel is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You got Israelites in the Philippines and the islands. Okay, you got Israelites in Asia. Okay, you got Israelites in Australia, all over the place, man. And the Lord is going to gather his elect from the four winds of the earth, like the scriptures say. All right, but we were removed far from our borders. It says, "Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head." So the Grecians, okay, which these Grecians are nothing but Edomites, okay, the Lord is going to raise us out of the place where we were sold, okay, North, South, Central America. We're going to be raised up, okay, out of these different places throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, during the day of the Lord, when the chariots come back, okay, pursuant to the prophecies. All right, so the next precept, go into the scattering, okay, because the Lord said that he was going to scatter us among the nations. This is Deuteronomy 4:27. "And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you." So the Lord led us into all of these nations, okay, and this was spoken back during the time of Moses, okay, and through the process of history, you have Israelites that were scattered, whether it be through war, whether it be through fleeing persecution, okay, or being refugees, okay. We had to flee, okay, and that was part of the curses. It says, "And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear nor eat nor smell." And this is part of the curses, all right, because amongst the nations, they serve gods that are wood and stone, okay, gods that have no life, okay, that eat, that don't hear, that don't eat, that don't smell, okay. It says, but if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him. If thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. So the Lord is a living power. Okay, and if you seek him, you shall find him through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He revealeth himself to men, the true living power. Okay, Deuteronomy 28:64. This is the curse. Okay, and it remains in effect until the day, until this very day, this very moment, this very second. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Okay, and that's what happened. So now you got our people all over the place, and they're worshiping the other gods. They're worshiping Buddha. Okay, they're worshiping the Buddha. They're worshiping Islam. All right, they're following after the philosophies of Islam. Okay, they're following after the philosophies of Christianity, plantation Christianity. Why? Because they've been scattered. Okay, and they lost their nationality. All right, they have to gravitate towards something because they're a spiritual people. But what they gravitate goes back to those ancient gods that will worship of wood and stone. Okay, and they believe in this and they hold on to this. It says, among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and a failing of eyes and sorrow of mind, because they're the poor, okay, amongst the nations, and they're trodden down. Okay, and these curses are upon us to this day. Now this is Nehemiah 1:8. It says, remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying. And this is Nehemiah basically reiterating to him what Moses spoke to the children of Israel. It came to pass. Okay, matter of fact, let's go real quick. Let's go to the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel 9. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, Daniel 9. This is Daniel 9:12. It says, and he have confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our power, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Therefore have the Lord watched upon the evil and brought it upon us. For the Lord our power is righteous in all his works which he doth, for we obeyed not his voice. So that's what happened to us. All right, for not obeying the voice of the Lord have done righteous by bringing this evil upon us. Okay, so the Lord is justified by what he did. Okay. Now, this is the book of Nehemiah 1. This is Nehemiah reiterating. This is what happened. This is, remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. But if ye turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the utmost part of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. And where is that place? That place is Jerusalem. Okay, and that's what the Lord is going to do. He's going to gather Israel, all right, pursuant to the Lord's word. Okay, now let's go back to let's go to this next scripture real quick. We're going into the gathering. Matter of fact, let me go right here to this is the book of Jeremiah 16. It's Jeremiah 16 and let's see, 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So it's going to come a time, we're coming into that time where it's no longer going to be said, the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the land of the north. Okay, and that's going to be a great deliverance that's about to take place. Okay, once Esau, Edom is taken out of power. Okay, once the day of the Lord comes, it's going to overshadow the deliverance that took place in Egypt. Okay, but it's going to be a great deliverance in the land of the north, which is Babylon, the great America. Okay, this is Ezekiel 11:16. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have scattered them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. And that's what's taking place now. The Lord have scattered us, but the Lord have become a small sanctuary. That's why you got brothers popping up in all of these cities, okay, because that represents that small sanctuary that the Lord has established throughout the many countries, okay. And you can equate these different countries to the states where we are, okay. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. So the Lord is going to gather us, and he's going to give us the land of Israel. And it's reiterated throughout the scripture. So the Lord scattered us. Now the Lord is in a phase of gathering us. And how is the Lord gathering us? He's gathering us by the word and building up our spirit and building up our faith so that he can gather us physically, okay, with the great deliverance that he had promised, going back to Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. Okay, now let's go to this is Baruch 4:36. It says, O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from Yahweh. And that, what is the joy? The joy is the Lord. When he gathers us, okay, he's going to bring us joy. Okay, it says, lo, thy sons come whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh. Okay, yeah, because what would have gathered us is the word of the Lord have gathered us. Okay, they come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh, man. Okay, so we've been gathered by the word of the Lord. We heard this word, and we heard the name of the Lord, and we believed in it, and we come together to the small sanctuaries, okay, where the Lord have assembled us, okay, and he's gonna deliver us, okay, all right. He gathered us, and we're being assembled, and he's gonna gather us together, okay. This is the book of Tobit. I'm gonna read Tobit 13 and 5. It says, and he will scourge us for our iniquities. And that's what he did. Going back to the what we read in the book of Daniel's, okay, the Daniel's 9. The Lord made good on his word. What he did, he made good on it. It says, and he will scourge us for our iniquities, and will have mercy again, because the Lord is merciful. He's a balanced power. Okay, and will gather us out of all nations among whom he have scattered us. All right. Now let's go down to 13, I believe. Yeah, this is Tobit Tobit 13 verse 13. It says, rejoice and be glad for the children of the just. And who is the children of the just? That represents the elect. That represents Israel. Okay, we're the children of the just. It says, for they shall be gathered together and shall bless the Lord of the just. Okay. Yeah, man. So you see, it's all common, man, because all the prophets believed that there would be a gathering, okay, of the children of Israel, because the Lord scattered us. We knew that we were under the curses because we transgressed the law, statutes, and commandments. Tobit knew. Okay, Nehemiah knew. He reiterated. He went back to Moses. They knew what Moses said, and they knew that the children of Israel went off. That's why they knew that they were in captivity. Okay. All the prophets knew. We had the history. We knew our history, and it's reiterated in the scriptures. All right. This is the book of Revelation 7 and 9. After it goes into the elect being sealed, It says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and psalms in their hands. Now just because it says all nations, okay, great. It says great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds. Just because it says all nations and kindreds, it doesn't mean that these are the other nations. Okay, the nations. It doesn't mean that these are Moabites, these are Ammonites, these are Edomites. No, it's talking about the Israelites that come out of those people. Okay, that come out of those people. All right, that's what it's talking about, because they can only be made. They can only stand before the Lamb, and the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Lord is the King of Israel. Remember, they called him the King of the Jews. Okay, he's the King of Israel. Okay. Now going back into Isaiah 14, and we'll end it on this one real quick. This is Isaiah 14:1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel," not the other nations. He's going to choose Israel. He's going to have mercy on Jacob. What is the mercy that he's bringing? He's bringing. I'm gonna keep on reading, but the Lord is gathering Israel. Okay, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. So this is a recurring theme. Israel being set in his own land, the land that was given by his name. Okay, all right. That's what it's about. It's about the Lord establishing the nation of Israel and setting them in their own land. Okay, and the strangers shall be joined with them. And who are the strangers? The strangers are the Israelite foreigners. Okay, those are the strangers. Those are the Israelites that have been scattered amongst the nations. Okay, they're the strangers. Okay, and it says shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, so all the other nations, man, that had the nation of Israel in slavery, okay, they're gonna be ruled over, okay, by Israelites. Okay, they're gonna be ruled over by the Israelites, man. So all these heathen that have Israelite foreigners, okay, in captivity, have oppressed them. Okay, they're gonna be oppressed. All right. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage when thou was made to serve. All right, and yeah, and that's pretty much it on that though. But the Lord is going to give us rest. Why? By establishing the land of Israel. Okay, that's where we're going to rest. We're going to rest in our own land. Okay, we're not going to rest in the lands of our captivities. Okay, but this was a video. It was intended to bring out the scriptures of the scattering and the gathering of the nation of Israel. And that's what Esau is afraid of. Esau is afraid of Israel being assembled. Okay, because Israel is scattered, but we're being assembled by the word of the Lord. All right, going back to the book of Baruch. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing, man, and ultimately it's going to be made manifest. All right, it's going to be made manifest. So with that, I just want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to you brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Until the next episode, Shalom.